Hey everybody, it's your pal Trandell. Welcome back to another Passive Veer video. In this one, we're going to talk about some of the tips and tricks I use to help me make more consistent builds. I keep on seeing the same types of questions on the Discord for the game. I've actually had a couple people reach out about a couple of my build videos asking me how I'm able to consistently create builds of the same type, especially in a game like Pass the Fear that is really RNG based. It's really about luck, what you're able to find, the types of gear that drop for you. That's what we get to play with to make our builds. Now, there is some ways, some mechanics in the game, and some strategies I use to help take some of that luck and RNG out and make it a little bit easier to find the items that you want to create the builds you want. One of the best places to start with is the shop. Now, every shop is going to be laid out the same way. You got relics on the left, you got a weapon part, a gun, and this right here, this slot right here, this is what we want to talk about. This is always occupied by basically what's a utility potion. Now, this one right here will give you Ember stacks. So let's say you already got a gun that works with Ember, that you know will work with Ember. This could be something you want to get. But what we can also find here, let's re-roll and let's see if we can get lucky. Here we go. This is another potion that can help you out. This potion just lets you pick three relics that are all physical, right? So if we buy this, as you can see, all of the relics are all physical based. Now, there's one for every element. There's one for physical, acid, lightning, frost, everything, right? This is one of the potions I look for when I'm trying to build my build, right? You can also find potions. Let's just pick one up. Let's see if we get lucky. Now, this is just a general relic. It's a little bit of everything. This one gives you growth. Here's another. So again, this is how I take some of that luck out of the equation and makes it a little bit easier to build the type of build that I'm trying to go for. Is with these potions, right? You can also find potions that will just give you a boost, like a 10% boost to finding physical relics, or a 10% boost to finding acid relics, right? So this is one of the best ways to help you find the types of relics you're looking for. Okay, whether it's physical, acid, or whatever. So don't ignore the shop. And this is why, having some gold in your pocket to do a couple re-rolls is really powerful. Because this potion right here can help you make it a little bit easier to find the type of relic you want to find. Now, let's go ahead and just pick something. And let's go ahead and fight the boss, because the next thing I want to talk about is how to pick your items after you defeat the bosses. Because there's definitely a strategy to it that I use. Okay, so every boss, you're going to get the same drops. You're going to get a tarot card, a relic, a weapon part, and a gun. Now, for me, the strategy that I have found so far that works the best is I always start with my relic. Because the relic is what I basically build everything around. Especially if it ends up being something really nice like an epic or above. We don't really have anything here. Um, but let's say you already kind of know the builds you're going to use. A lot of my builds are acid builds. Acid builds primarily almost always revolve around growth. So I'm going to look for anything that gives me growth, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pick up this strong acid amulet. And then from there, what I do is I take a look at my weapon. Don't really have anything here, but I'll pick whatever is best, whatever I really like, and stuff like that. Let's see. we'll just pick up the Thunder Gun, and then I go with the weapon part. And then I always leave the tarot card for the last. Okay, here we go. Here's a perfect example. So, the world, whenever you permanently gain Ember, Growth, or Armor, gain at most 1 stack, and then you will also gain stacks of the other 2, right? So let's say you break down a relic that gives you Ember, right? Well, you'll get 1 Ember, but you'll also gain 1 for everything else. This card works great for any build that requires stacking, whether it's stacking Ember, Growth, or Armor. This is a great card. Again, since I know for a fact that I really love acid builds and those require stacking growth, I would go ahead and pick this card. And there you go. That's, some of the tips and tricks I use to help make it a little bit easier to create a build that I'm looking for. Again, it's not going to take all the luck out of the game, but it will make it easier to find those types of relics that you're looking for whatever build you're creating. And that's the video, guys. I wanted to get something out there to help with, because I know a lot of people have been asking how, to make it a little bit easier to create builds. And those are some of the tips and strategies that I use. Anyways, as always, I appreciate you all. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Until next time, this is your pal Trandell signing out.